Hello everyone. Hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. My friends, Civil Services Examination 2025, the minimum qualifying marks or the cutoff has been released. And on the basis of this cutoff, we can analyze the different aspects and we can analyze how should our preparation or strategy for 2026 should be. Rather it be the prelims examination or it be the mains examination. So let us go for a comparative analysis so that we can understand that how much efforts do we need to put in for prelims 2026. Is that clear? So first of all, let's understand about the cutoff in 2024. For general category, in the UPSC prelims examination, in 2024, the cutoff was 87.98. And this year, rather than saying this year, in 2025, the cutoff was 92.66. So approximately, there is an increase of 6 marks. Correct? In 2024 UPSC prelims examination, the cutoff for OBC section was 87.28. And this year, it is approximately around 92 marks. So the cutoff has increased to 5 marks. Again, you can analyze one more thing. There is no major difference between the cutoff of general category and OBC, specifically in the prelims examination. Okay? The cutoff is approximately same. Almost it is similar. 87.98 it was there specifically in 2024 and 87.28 was there for OBC in 2024. In 2025, it is 92.66 and here it's 92. Correct? So one of the most important aspect you need to realize specifically, there is no major difference between the cutoff of OBC and general category, specifically in the prelims examination. So after analyzing 2024 and 2025 cutoff, we need to understand one important aspect. The target for prelims examination should be 90 to 100 marks. Okay? It should be approximately 90 to 100 marks. Guys, if you have any kind of a doubt, any kind of a query, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. Now, how do we score approximately around 90 to 100 marks specifically in the prelims examination? First of all, see, prelims examination is quite wide and you have to read many subjects. You have to go through history. In history, ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history, modern Indian history, art and culture. Then you have geography. In geography, you have physical geography. In physical geography, you have to go through oceanography, climatology, human geography, and so on. Then comes Indian geography and world geography. Then comes polity. Apart from polity, you have economy. In economy, apart from reading the basics of economy, you have to go through economic survey and budget. Isn't that so? Then you have science and technology, and then you have to update your current affairs. So I'll tell you one important thing. History, geography, polity, economy, and environment. I repeat these 5 subjects: history, geography, polity, economy, and environment. They play a very crucial role and pivotal role in the UPSC prelims examination. You can observe that since past 3 to 4 years, the number of questions specifically on the environment section are increasing. Approximately there are 7 to 8 questions, okay, from the environment section, and that you can correlate it to geography section. Okay, and if you prepare these 5 sections properly, you can cover approximately around 50 to 60 questions. Okay, then if you go for current affairs properly, okay, you have read current affairs, you have read economic survey, you have read the budget, you have read the schemes and policies, you have read the international relations and international organizations. Suppose you have attempted 30 questions from there. Out of 30 questions, okay, suppose 15 questions are correct and you have done approximately 15 questions wrong. Okay, so out of total number of questions that you have made correct is 15 plus 50, 65 questions. 15 are wrong. Okay, so automatically you reach down to 50 questions and your cutoff will be approximately around 100 marks. So your target should be 90 to 100 marks. So focus on these 5 sections compulsorily. I'm not saying that please ignore the other sections. I'm just saying focus on these 5 sections. You cannot afford to avoid them for the prelims examination. First thing. Second thing, observe the mains examination. Okay. The cutoff in 2024 for general category was 729. And in 2025, the cutoff was 739. There was increase of 10 marks. If we go with the cutoff of OBC, the cutoff in 2024 was 696. And the cutoff in 2025 is 706. Same with SC, it was 702, 717, 685, 700, 684 and 694. So you can observe one thing here, the cutoff has risen for the mains examination. Okay? Yes, Kaizen, very good evening. Okay, guys, please, if you have any kind of a doubt, if you have any kind of a query, or for that sake, any kind of a question, please feel free to ask in the comment section. Okay? Now, what approach do we need to follow for the mains examination? The most important aspect, there are 4 GS papers, which accounts for 1000 marks. Your target should be approximately 110 to 120 in every GS paper out of 250. Okay, it is always said that hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Isn't that so? So your target should be 110 to 20 or 15 in every GS paper. So it comes around approximately 440 marks. Approximately, I'm saying. Okay. Optional plays a very crucial role. Very crucial role. So optional is divided into 2 parts, part A and part B. 250 marks each. So your target should be in optional. You should have a target of 270 or 280 plus, irrespective of the optional that you are going through. Sociology, anthropology, political science, history, geography, irrespective of the optional. Okay? Then your target should be approximately for the optional 280 plus. And essay writing. Usually I keep on saying in the paid classes as well to the aspirants that usually students neglect the essay writing. Okay, like you might have a lot of knowledge, but until and unless you produce that knowledge on a piece of a paper, okay, then and then it is useful. So essay writing, how to improve essay writing? First of all, develop a practice that you are going to write essay on fortnight basis. At least one essay. Suppose you are aspiring for 2027 or for that sake 2028. If you are aspiring for 2027, you have approximately 14 to 15 months. Correct? If you write essay, within a fortnight, that is within 15 days, you write one essay. Okay. So approximately you'll cover around 30 essays. Approximately, I'm saying. Correct? And it plays a very major role in the examination. So your target for the essay out of 250 should be approximately 120 to 130. So if you calculate, okay, 400 plus 200, 600, 600, 700 and 800, 840 approximately. Your target should be around 800. So this year's cutoff for the mains examination was 739. So target should be between 800 to 900. Is that clear? So there are certain key steps that you need to follow. Do not randomly start your preparation. Have a proper strategy in front of you. Second most important aspect, I won't suggest you to study for 12 to 14 hours on daily basis. Even if you're aspiring for 2027 or 2028, I would suggest you one thing. And that thing is consistency. During your initial days of your preparation, I would never ever suggest you study for 12 hours on daily basis. Apart from the classes that you're going through, apart from the videos that you're going through, you have to study for 5 to 6 hours on daily basis. First thing. Okay, I'm talking about the strategy for the aspirants, those who are aspiring for 2027. Start your preparation with 5 to 6 hours on daily basis. Within the first 100 days of your preparation, you should be able to cover the basic books, the NCERT and certain Tamil Nadu State Board book. Like I've told you specifically, like which important books needs to be covered for history, geography, polity and economy. I'll repeat that point again. Make a target that within first 100 days, you are going to cover the NCERT for history, 11th and 12th standard Tamil Nadu State Board book. Then you will cover geography. Geography, you are going to cover different NCERTs such as 6th, 7th and 6th, 7th and 8th standard old NCERT for world geography. Then for what we say Indian geography, you need to go for specifically India's physical environment. And for physical geography, read the NCERT 11th standard, Fundamentals of Physical Geography. For economy, basic, concept building, go through microeconomics and macroeconomics. Environment section, I'll tell you, these days, it is playing a very crucial role. And for understanding about the basics of the environment, compulsorily read 9th and 10th standard ICSE board book. I repeat, 9th and 10th standard ICSE board book. So this should be your target for initial 100 days. You should cover approximately 4 to 5 hours on daily basis. Your preparation should be target based more in comparison to the quantity based. Okay? After 100 days, now for the next 6 to 7 months, okay, you have to study for 8 hours on daily basis apart from the classes that you are going through. Like for example, if you have a classes of 2 to 3 hours, study for 7 to 8 hours. Okay, in that you need to give at least 2 hours to your optional, 2 to 3 hours to your optional. And that optional needs to be covered within 4 to 5 months, maximum 6 months, irrespective of the optional that you are going through. Okay, so your optional needs to be covered, your GS4 paper needs to be covered. Now it's month of December 2026. Okay, now comes the January 2027, February 2027. Go for a test series of mains. Okay, for 2 months. Within a month, at least you have to give, at least I'm saying you, 7 to 8 tests. Rather it be of GS or it be of the optional. And then come into the prelims mode again. This is the way you approach your preparation in a holistic manner. Okay, so your preparation will remain dynamic. Is that clear, my friends? So your target should, for the prelims examination, should be approximately 90 to 100 marks. Your target for the mains examination should be approximately 800 to 840 marks. Is that clear? So approximately 110 marks to 120 marks individually in your GS papers, 130 to 140 marks in your essay writing paper, and more than 270 to 280 plus in your optional paper. Is that clear? Last important aspect, please do not skip answer writing. Answer writing has always played a very crucial role. Okay, I'll give you a very small example. Suppose you're studying your optional. Whatever topic you have studied in your optional, just go through the PYQs. Analyze the trend of the examination, analyze the trend of the optional, and keep on writing the answers on daily basis. Okay, evaluate your answer with the help of a mentor. Is that clear? So follow these basic steps. 100% they'll help you out. Okay. Yes. Don't worry, Kaizen. See, one more important aspect. Those aspirants, those who are aspiring for prelims examination 2026, I have already covered ancient Indian history as a part of marathon session, medieval Indian history, and I have covered part 1 of modern Indian history. Very soon, I would be coming up with part 2 of modern Indian history. A marathon session again of 6 to 7 hours. From Thursday onwards, let me inform you one important thing. From Thursday onwards, I'm starting a series of MCQs and PYQs for history. And here, there would be approximately 40 to 50 lectures. And I would be going for complete coverage of history in the form of MCQs and PYQs. It would be at 3:30 p.m. Okay, it would be a live session. In every session, we are going to cover approximately 25 to 30 questions, and that too topic related. For example, ancient India. I have divided ancient India specifically into 8 to 9 important topics. That is prehistoric culture, Indus Valley civilization, Vedic civilization, Buddhism, Jainism, Mauryan Empire, post-Maurya, Guptas, and Sangam Age. So what kind of probable questions can come up from here? Or what questions have came up in the past? Okay, that have come up in the past, we are going to analyze them. Similarly, we'll have the same approach for the medieval Indian history. We'll have the same approach for the modern Indian history. So the session would be starting from 3:30 p.m. That is day after tomorrow. Is that clear? Thanks a lot, Kaizen. So guys, do follow these steps. 100% they'll help you out. One more thing, I have made a small video on how to initiate your preparation, like those who are aspiring for 2027. I have made a small video initially about 60-30-10 strategy. Like whatever target that you have made, that you are going to study for 6 hours on daily basis. 60% of 6 hours should be dedicated for core subjects and optional. 30% should be dedicated for your current affairs, including the magazines such as Ojha and Kurukshetra, which plays a very pivotal role in the UPSC examination. And 10% of your time compulsorily needs to be dedicated for answer writing. So follow a strategy that is 60-30-10 strategy throughout your preparation. Okay, guys? So do you have any kind of a question, any kind of a doubt, any kind of a query? Please feel free to ask. Hope so the point is clear. My friends, specifically, there have been approximately around 200 plus selections from StudyIQ IAS in UPSC 2025 examination. And as a part of Safalta Mahotsav sale, okay, there is 60% off plus double validity on all the courses across the StudyIQ platform for UPSC. Okay, it's a limited period offer. So use this offer, grab this opportunity. GS Foundation P2I batch for 2027 and 2028. All the courses are in structured format. Okay, like there would be a proper notes that would be provided to you, handwritten notes apart from the PDF. There would be a mentor who would be guiding you throughout your journey for civil services preparation. Okay, and the most important aspect, the batches are completely and corely in English language. So that will suffice to the needs of the aspirants precisely from southern part of India and northeastern India. Irrespective of the subject that you're going through, that is history, geography, polity, economy, science and tech, current affairs, everything would be taught to you completely in English language. Okay, so there is a 60% off plus double validity. For example, if you have purchased a course for a year, you can have an access to that course for 2 years. So there is a flat 60% off plus double validity. And it's a limited period offer. So grab this opportunity by using the code Alok Live. I repeat the code Alok Live. Is that clear, guys? Okay, guys, and thank you. Thanks a lot. So with this, I'll stop my words for the day. See you, specifically day after tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. live. And we are going to go through the MCQs of prehistoric culture. It would be a short session day after tomorrow, approximately of half an hour to 45-minute session. And on Friday, we will be covering another important topic, that is Indus Valley civilization. Okay, through MCQs and PYQs. Is that clear, my friends? So with this, I'll stop my words for the day. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.